Hi. Okay, yeah, so I just want to thank Boyd for the opportunity to be here to share my journey with you guys. And I think, everyone needs help along their journey, and this was kind of why I'm also more willing to share in the last 1 year of my career, because we realized that when we are facing a lot of problems, we need help from business people who are more experienced than us to give us some advice or insights that we may not currently understand, right? So I think Boyd has been doing a very good job with these Getters events, right? So $20 or $30 for this event, I think it's pretty cheap. I think he started doing this back, how many? 5 years, 5 years back, and 6, 7 years. Yeah. So I just checked. I'm actually from batch 18, batch 18. Yeah. So I think it was really helpful, right? So I attended a few of them. That was when I met Ron Sim. I'm not sure whether I should actually have asked him that question. I'm so sorry about that. Right, but I think it gave me a pretty good idea that how much work is required if you want to build a good business. Right, but then again, when I was much younger, I think I was 24 or 25. There's always this dream, that really appeals to a young guy to say that just work 1 hour a day and you can make this $1 million and you can sell your company away and retire far, and just do nothing. So that kind of kept me going for a while until the dream got busted, right? So I think many of you here might be still a lot more experienced than I am. So I just hope that I can share this journey with you and you will enjoy what you see. So this was the book that I read back in 2009. I was being given this book by my friend at Pan Pacific Bookstores. So I don't know how he got this book. He just passed it to me. It's by Tim Ferriss. So this guy I'm still following Tim Ferriss right now. In fact, he came out with a new book called Tools of Titans, which I follow. It's really good. And he says that he works a 4-hour work week. So what's his story? His story is that while he was having a full-time job, he actually wrote this ebook on taming parrots or training parrots. And that got him a few $100 a month. Wow, right? Wow, that's 10 years ago. And then he set up a supplement business selling, I think, protein powder or something like that, or brain supplements. And then he got quite a few people to help him. And then he was still having a full-time job. So he said that it's possible if you read his book, you will be able to achieve a 4-hour work week. Right. So that's how I kind of started on my journey. And I had this idea that you want a stream of passive income. I didn't want to work for others. So when I got this book was the same time I actually got fired from the company, right? In Pan Pacific Bookstores. So I think I'm just not quite suitable to work for other people. So here's the start of the journey. I would like to introduce to you my best friends. Right? So this is Rio. So a large part of the story has a lot to do with him. That's me. This is Jeremy, which is my partner, right? And then this is Jonathan. So we are in the same company. And Darren, also the same company. And of course, Jeremy, right? So my life and Jeremy's life is kind of entwined together.
Can I change your mind?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so we wanted to make lots of money. We wanted to have freedom. We wanted to work as little as we could, right? So we started trying to find all sorts of possible opportunity. At that point in time, I think there was no idea of a business or investment. It's just what makes money, and we're just going to go on it and do it, right? And why we wanted to do it because we realized that the university's salary wasn't exactly going to pay the bills. Right now, I believe a university graduate gets paid around 4,000. At the point in time when I did the calculations 10 years ago, it was about 3,200. After CPF, you bring home 2,700, around there. So I'm a single child. I have to take care of my two parents. I had plans to get married and have a child and also have my own life. So I think 2007 was not quite enough to do what I wanted to do. So I'm like, okay, you know what, guys, let's go and find something to do, right? And that's how we started the journey. So this is my first successful business or opportunity that we came across, right? So this is a Texas Hold'em poker, and what you're seeing here is a table of poker stars, right? And I have a straight flush, if you can see, right? So a straight flush happens once every, I don't know, 1 million hands, something like that. So I've got about 5 straight flushes in my life, so that's about 5 million hands, right? So that's how much time I spend into this. So the 4-hour work week promise wasn't realized. So when I was studying in SMU, Singapore Management University, I met this friend who told me that, Jian Hui, right? So he told me that, hey, you know what? I actually made $20,000 from full tilt poker. Like, wow, oh my god, $20,000 from playing games. I wanna check it out, right? So I signed up, right? And at that point in time, I wasn't really interested in playing, right? I just wanted the quick money. So how do you do quick money? You tell everybody else that you can make money online and you get a commission from it, right? Yeah, so that's what we set out to do, right? So after we found like 10, 20 people to sign up, it didn't go well because everybody just lost money. And they soon realized that we didn't know what we were talking about, right? Because we also didn't know what this was, right? It was just a chance to make money and we wanted to get commissions off them. So after that, Rio, which is my friend, so this is very linked to him, So he started playing poker on his own, right? Trying to make some money, and he did actually make money. He made about $1,000 to $2,000 within a 3 to 6 months period, and I myself I made about $200. And just to verify that the money is real, I actually withdrew $100 and cash out through the ATM just to spend it, right? So we verified that the money that we got here was real. But I think we were still not quite convinced, right? Being online, this was the very first time being online. So there was one particular guy on the website. So I actually signed up this website called pokerstrategy.com, right? There were a lot of pros over there, and this is Thomas Tiroch, and his internet handle is called Twice T. So apparently, this guy was making $20,000 to $30,000 or even $50,000 every month, and he was coming to Bangkok. This was one chance that I could get free coaching from him. Otherwise, you have to pay $500 to $1,000 per hour, right? But if I flew to Bangkok, I get to see him for free and I get to see coaching. So when I went over to meet him, I saw his account live, right? I have the same bank account and the same payment processors as him. He made $8,000 in 5 days. Wow! I saw it myself, and he could predict the hands to pinpoint accuracy. So that was when like, oh my god, 5 days. He only played for about 8 hours because he was kind of drinking the whole time, right? Right. So that was his lifestyle, and $1,000 per hour, right? I want to do it too. Okay. So this is my setup in Thailand, right? So I went to Thailand to kind of see him. I played 1 million hands at NL2, which means one coin is actually 2 cents, right? So that's 2,000 hours before I started making some money. And I clocked a total of 5 million hands playing this thing, and made about $100,000 with 10,000 hours. So that's actually not very good, right? That's only $10 an hour, right? That's only $10 an hour, okay? And the benefits is that you get paid in USD, right? So you can travel around all over the place, any part of the world. You can spend in baht, you can spend in Sing, you still get paid in US dollars. But the downside was that this was highly competitive, right? Anyone can come on. So the youngest and the smartest will always be better, right? So now I may be 29, but those people who are 21 and 22 have already far overtaken us in terms of thinking and everything. We are no longer able to compete with them. And there was a lot of software that was required to process the data, right? I'm not sure that you can see these numbers over here, right? So these are all the softwares that we use. And what happens is that the website doesn't want you to use softwares, because everybody that plays online wants to play with another person, right? Not with a computer, right? So in the end, they couldn't really make a business out of this, right? And even though I set on a path to want to kind of work less for money, I ended up working close to, how many hours is that? 10 hours a day, 10 to 12 hours a day, 7 days, close to 300 hours every month, right? So, and the salary wasn't as high as I thought it was. I brought home only about $3,000 to $4,000 per month doing this. Yeah. But we still wanted to make more money, right? I still had that dream, right? We want to make more, work less. So how are we going to do it? That leads to the next part of the story. Right, so that was the same time that I met Boyd. So there was this course that he was talking about, Gather's course. I already spent $20,000 on courses at that point in time. So, right, so I believe in education and I spent a lot on courses. And what happened when I saw his course, I was like, I think I called Lisa, or Lisa called me. And then I actually asked him, I said, hey, you know what? I spent a lot of money on courses, why must I attend this one? You know, and he was telling me, oh, you know, this person is the listed CEO, he kind of knows what he's talking about. I'm like, okay, let's just try. And I attended his course. And I think what he talked about was mainly two things. He said that if you forget everything, just remember these one or two things. And the one or two things is the differentiating value proposition and the product. Right? So I can't remember anything else, but that's the only, that's the only two things that I remember. I think at that time I was just way too young. When, you know, at 25, I don't understand what this guy is talking about, why you have to have this. And none of my friends kind of agreed with what he said. I think we were just, none of my friends had any business experience, right? So like, okay, never mind, you know, let's just find another faster way to make money first. Right? So of course we will get back to this later. Okay, so more revelations are about to happen along the next few years of my journey. And then comes the next part of my journey is meeting a random person on the plane. So I'm not actually the person who met him. You can actually just Google who this is. This is Tim Tetra, right? He runs an ad agency. So Rio, my friend, he was this very introverted person that don't really talk. So he saw me and said, hey Xavier, wow, you talk a lot. Let me try to talk to random people just like you can. Right? Okay, so that's what he did. He started talking to random people, and this happens to be one of the random guys he spoke to. Okay, and what this guy said that, oh wow, I'm making money online, and if you want to find out more, pay $99 per month and sign up my forum. Right? And my friend went ahead and do it, and it turns out it was real. Right? So we started selling digital products online, and we moved to Thailand. So because at that point in time, I think in Singapore we didn't have many friends, you know, and the environment was not very encouraging. Nobody, I mean, when I say I want to do a business, what does my mom tell me? What does my friend tell me? You know, like, you should probably forget this idea and go and find a job, right? So I'm like, okay, you know what, like, and I really actually considered it. I actually tried to find a job at a casino dealing cards. I didn't get accepted. I actually went for the interview. I didn't get accepted. Right? So we flew over to Thailand. Right? So there was a community over there, you know, from all over the place, from America, from Canada, from Israel, Malaysia, Singapore. They were all newbies, you know, that were just trying to figure stuff out. One or two guys had some successes, right? So we had some encouraging environment, you know, to explore, so that, you know, it's very hard because we will not even succeed in the first place. We needed this support, right? So that's why we went to Thailand. And well, it's actually quite cheap, right? Things there are like one bowl of noodles is like 150 Sing, right? And it tastes delicious. So we loved it. Okay, so this is what we did. We promoted this app called DU Speed Booster, right? So you can actually just Google on your store 360 AV antivirus or DU Speed Booster, and this is actually one of the ads that we use, right? So we are essentially salesmen, right? So we get commissions for promoting this app. So how they do is that let's say I get $1 for telling you that your phone can be faster. You download the app, and then while you download the app, they may show you ads, or you may purchase the advanced version of the app that makes your phone faster, right? So that's how we got paid. And the money was all coming from China, mainly China and India. I don't know why these companies, they have a lot of money, they pump it in, and they don't make the money immediately, right? They have to sell you something after that before they make the money back from you. So the China companies and the Indian companies were very aggressive on this. And what we used was display banner traffic from Google. So, you know, AdSense, AdWords, right? That kind of stuff, right? So we buy the traffic at, let's say, 50 cents, and then we get you to download at $1, and then, you know, we make 50 cents in profit, right? So that's how we did it. And then we hired 4 or 5 Filipino virtual assistants, just on online jobs or Upwork.com. Yeah, full-time just to help us out, you know, to cut out the different back websites, something like that. Okay, and what happens was that, so this was kind of really my first experience dealing with people, because poker, we didn't really have to talk with anyone, right? We just say what you want to do. I don't have to talk to you if I don't have to. But here we had to, right? And what happened was that the product owners, the owners of DU Speed Booster, they kept changing their commission. You know, they change their mind all the time. Sometimes you can do this, sometimes you cannot do that. Sometimes it's US, you can promote in America, then another week you can't do it anymore, but we don't know why. Right? And so as a result, what happens is that we get these emails daily. It's very scary. Right? Because it's never good news. Either your commission drop or the country that you're promoting in is no longer available. Right? And you have 12 hours to respond. So what happened to our sleep was not very good. Right? We had to respond on weekends, Saturdays, Sundays, and pretty simple, this was worse than poker. Right? Money was bigger, but the timing wise was much more taxing. You know, you hire 4 or 5 Filipinos, you're supposed to help you to spend less time on the business, but the thing is that when you get an email coming in on Saturday night, they don't work on Sundays, right? So you have to be there, and the amount being spent on advertising is large, so you can't wait, right? So that was the market that we were operating in. So yeah, so no more 4-hour work week, right? So it become from 10 hours a day to 16 hours a day on weekends as well. Yeah. So and these are some of our friends, right? So these are some of our friends in Thailand. So that's actually my, I think 2 years ago, birthday celebration at Big Mama, Asok. So most of our friends were actually working more than 12 hours per day every day, even until today, right? So that was what I didn't know when I went over, right? And all those people who actually tried to work any less than that fell out of the game. They were not there anymore. Yeah, so we were just left with people that were just working all day. And when we went over there, my expectation was that we were supposed to meet and go out, right? But nobody was ever free to meet. Right? Nobody was ever free to meet. Everybody was just always working on something, which is a good culture, right? I mean, it tells you something. If you want to go out and people tell you that they are busy because they are working, you change your mind and you say, okay, you know what, maybe I should get back to work. Alright. So, okay, so after that, so this is where this is our current business right now. There were a lot of problems, right? Our business went down after that, right? We were promoting those apps. And then I'm like, okay, this is bad. So that was sometime around August 2016. Right, everything was just bad. No matter what we tried to promote, it wasn't working. So I said, okay, you know what, we need to think of something else that we don't already know. Differentiating value proposition and product. Right, so that's when we say, okay, you know what, let's try to do something for the customer. Let's try to care about the customer. So surprisingly, when we were previously selling those apps, the customer was not part of the focus. Right, we were just trying to sell you so that you get the $1. That was the focus, you know. The focus was not on whether the app was actually useful for you or not. Right, that was not what we think about. But over here we say, okay, you know what, let's do something for the customer, and then we came up with this Sticky Bra. Right, so you can actually visit the website now if you want to. We are running a Cyber Friday, Monday, Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. So if you have a shop yourself, you can copy our flow if you want. Right, so what we believe is that after we did some research, we realized that women in America, right, not in Singapore but in America, there's this movement of women not liking bras anymore. So they believe that they don't have to wear bras. So we picked up on that during our research, and we came up with a message that, you know, women do not need to wear bras. Right, so that's our brand message. And it doesn't work in Singapore. Right? we tried it. So only in America, where the culture is a bit more liberal, right? They like it. Say, yes, we don't want to wear bra. That's why we buy your bra. Yeah, right. Okay, so the actual message is that you don't need the bands and the straps, right? Because those provide unnecessary support, right? But only for cup sizes C and below. That's something that we really recently realized. Okay, and then we brought we hired more people in this team. So now we have 6 Singaporeans and about 15 Filipinos. So you know, I still have this idea of the 4-hour work week even when I was doing this. Okay, but what happened was I think the dream was crushed even much more worse. Right? So this is what I would call a more proper business, right? We were working with a lot more people, we were answering to everybody, and everybody just keep asking questions non-stop. Right? So Facebook has a lot of questions, they will give you a lot of problems, and we mainly bought our traffic from Facebook and Instagram, right? If you guys are buying traffic, you should go to Facebook. Right now, if your customer value is under $100, if your customer value is more than $200, you should go to Google. Right, so that's the plan right now, because Facebook is still cheap. Right, so So we had a lot of complaints from customers. Previously, it's not that we didn't have complaints, we just totally ignored them and we deleted them. Right? But right now, we are actually responding. Right? So the good news is that as we responded to more and more complaints, our revenue started going up because the customer kind of knows you care. Complaint means they care, means that there's opportunity. Right? So that's kind of how we look at it differently now. And we always had to fix things that was always broken. Right? We are a new company, there's not many processes and checks and balances in place. So things are always broken all the time. And even if you try your best, you still get penalized by Facebook or Google, because they don't compare you to your friend, they compare you to BMW, Mercedes, so you're always not good enough. So you always have to be on the ball. So what are things that can go wrong? The supplier quality, goods go down from China. You always have this problem. Customer service, the technical issues when we import different systems and upgrade, something will go down. Ad blindness, when you tell people the same thing over and over again, especially in America, they are spammed with a lot of ads, right? So anything that is, you have to be very, very interesting. And when you say something, after a while, people forget you. So you always have to be, always trying to make something more and more interesting all the time. So non-stop issues to fix, and we ended up working same 16 hours a day, right? Not any more than that. We put in some other measures as well, which is like meditation, diet control, and exercise, because we realized that people started to break down right at that point in time.
For your team.
Yes, for our team. So we had to we started giving them gym memberships, and we started having some kind of diet control. Because previously, I mean, you're in Thailand, the food is good, right? So I actually ballooned up to, okay, now I'm 68 kilos. I ballooned up to like 73. And my friend, this one, Jeremy, which is my partner. So this is probably like 60 kilos. He ballooned up to like 82. Yeah, so every time when we go to the snack place, you buy like $300 worth of snack, one full trolley. Right, so obviously we needed some help with our diet control. Yeah. Okay, so this is our team. So how many is that? This is our core team, right? So we have 20 people right now, but then 8 of them are new hires. So this is the core team that's been around for at least 2 years. Right? So this is at Philippines. We went over to Cebu and we did a short team building session, right? No work, just meet up everyone. Everyone was very happy. We had increased productivity after that, very good communication, right? So constant communication is required within a team, right? Like we used to have this idea that you hire someone for $3 or $4 an hour, you give him a job, don't talk to me, and then 1 week later send me the job. And I mean, if anyone of you has done that, you may realize that the job is usually not done properly or not done well, right? Because there is a human element to it, right? They want to feel that they are appreciated, that they are talking to somebody. How do I know that? Because we actually conducted an experiment, right? I call you, video call, say the exact same thing, or I send you an email saying exactly the same thing. The results are very, very different, right? Just by a call, just by a video call, seeing me and asking how you are, saying exactly the same thing gets like 10 times better results, right? So what happens is that we have to go and fly and see them, we have to call them. So every week, our guys will call each and every one of them, right? Different people will call different guys. And if you don't do that, what happens is that the relationship starts to degrade. And that's a lot of time, right? So what happens is that we end up spending even more time calling and calling and calling and calling and calling. So what happens in the 4-hour work week is that, right? And I mean, I think the great news is that we enjoy it, right? We love our employees very much. We are happy to talk to them. We want to listen to them. And I think that is something that I would have wished for when I was an employee as well, right? So that my boss would actually kind of talk to me every week just to try to explain the job properly. I want to feel that he cares and listen to my problems. You don't actually have to solve them. That's the interesting thing, right? We solve. Yeah, people want to be heard. They want to be listened to. So we solve what we can, right? So I just want to focus a little bit about how our team works out, right? So every part of our team has a different function. So I want to spend at least 2 or 3 minutes talking about that. So we have different parts of our team. I think it might be more helpful to refer to the people. So I am the explorer, right? So what I do is that I find an idea. Oh, come on, let's sell bras, right? Oh, why? Because another person is selling bra and there's a lot of money in it, right? Okay, but how do you want to sell the product? I don't know. Why don't you go and find out? Right? So Jeremy, my partner over here, he will say, okay, you know what? Pass me all the materials, right? So he is the planner, right? So there is some character, there are some personality traits that cause us to be able to do this. So I think I have a little bit of ADHD, right? I cannot. Right, I can't sit still. I can't pay attention to the same thing. But that makes it particularly good for exploring. Right, because then you can jump from thing to thing and do thing to thing. It's just normal for me. But when I go to him and say, okay, why don't you go and explore? He's like, why do you keep changing your mind? Right. So that's different jobs, right? So I explore, I find something, I pass to Jeremy, he plans. Okay. But what happens is that I think both of us have some kind of motivational issues. Right? For some reason, we just don't seem to be able to follow through with our executions. Right? So during the first 1 or 2 years, things were moving very slowly. Until we had the addition of John and Darren. Right? So John is this guy that's very good at following instructions. Right? He takes what you do, he systemizes it, and he runs it. Right? So after we added John in, right, wow, we had a guy that, you know, is like a workhorse. You know, he just helps you do everything. So we appreciate him very much, and we let him know about it, and we actually do talk about this. And what happens is that he understands why. Because he knows that there's not everyone is good at everything, you know. He cannot really do planning. He doesn't have the talent or ability to kind of try to understand the things or do planning. He just likes to execute. Right? I think it's a character. You can't ask him to do anything else. I tried asking him to talk to people. I tried asking him to study new materials. Somehow he feels it's a waste of time. He would rather execute. Right? So that's how we kind of got into our own different teams, right? Explorer, planner, systemizer, executor. So Darren is this guy that we knew from insurance, right? So I was actually previously an agent for about half a year. I made exactly 0 sales. So not a very good employee. Okay, and he actually had the highest sales among all of us. So he has this ability to connect with people, usually spending a little too much time. But me, on the other hand, kind of maybe not as sensitive to other people's emotions, right? So he's on the other end, right? So I'm the least sensitive guy that always say the wrong things, and he's the other guy on the other end that is very sensitive and very caring, which makes him suitable for supplier relationships. So you can imagine when I was doing supplier relationships, I just deleted everyone off. Right? So it didn't work out very well for us. So you see, this is just different roles in the company, right? So he did that. But on the other end, when you ask him to study, it's like he gets really jittery. It's like asking me to talk to suppliers, right? It doesn't work because I don't have the attention. The same way if you ask him to do studying, you know, he's just not quite doing it. He would rather speak to someone. Right? So that's how our different roles. So we have our operations director, planning president, brand director, and of course I'm the explorer. Right? And then of course we also have a team of customer service staff. Right? So how do we choose our customer service staff, and why is that team important? Customer service is core to your company. So the people in customer service are from Filipinos. They are Filipinos, and they are more calm and composed and patient people. Right? You ask any one of us to do customer service, I think Singaporeans are generally not as patient as we like to be. Right? So that's why you need Filipinos to do that. And there are people that want to get ahead. There are people that want to lead others. Right? It's a choice. So we promote them to the leader of the team. But on the other hand, there are people that just want to do their job well. Right? So we make them the customer service specialist, not a manager, right? Because she doesn't want to manage people. Right? And why are they customer service? Because they are patient, they are good. But most of the people that are customer service actually have poor attention to detail. Right? I don't know why, it's just like that. People that are good at attention to detail are not good at talking to people. People that are good at talking to people cannot count the numbers, right? Right? So there's always this tension between, so I'm actually in a technical team, right? I'm not a very creative fella. So we always have this problem with the creative team, right? Like, because creative guys always think that we don't understand them, right? And why our work's not being appreciated. And then the technical team was like, why can't you understand? Because I typed to you 3 times on the same thing already. Right? So that communication is required, and you should know that people on the technical team must love numbers. Right? That's how you know you put them on that team. And then those on the creative team are not so good at numbers, but very good at emotion. They are very sensitive. That's what makes them good at designing the creatives. Right? So those are the different functions of the team, and how our personality traits has led to them being put in that team. So no more 4-hour work week. So what about Tim Ferriss? So I actually spent a little bit of time looking back at this guy. Right, I still think he's great, right? Even though the 4-hour work week did not work out for me, right? But I think he was just trying to encourage people and say that maybe building a small business on this is possible. So if you take a look at his podcast, you can see that every week, right, there is a podcast, and he actually gets people like Richard Branson on his podcast. So he definitely spends a lot of time on this. And so it's not possible that this guy is working 4 hours a week, right? So it's a nice idea. Maybe he did. Yes, maybe he did that when he had a full-time job and he was selling the e-books for parents. But I really doubt he's doing that right now, right? But I really admire this guy though. I think he got this disease. What is this? Lyme's disease, right? And he powered through it, and he wrote this book and to talk about the habits of the successful. So I actually applied them, so I can share with you roughly what those habits are. Number one, meditation or mindfulness practice. 80% of people have that. They skip breakfast for some reason. I think it's diet control. They sleep using a cooling pad. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Like the bed is actually kept cool, so it actually gives your performance.
Are you selling it?
Oh no, I'm not selling it. Right, so you might really want to get that book. Yeah, so I come to the end of the presentation. So I just want to recap what I've learned. So it's impossible to work 4 hours a week if you're going to build a big business. So I think I just got past that. Now I'm just powering through. My schedule is just packed all the way. I don't have a break. And I think I'm starting to realize that it's a good thing. Right? I just don't want to live a dream that's fake. So there are many problems to be solved in business, right? And a good business means that there's many complaints, there's many problems. If you can work 4 hours a week, it means that your business is actually not very good, right? Because there's not much problems for you to solve. Okay, and I think passion and hunger for success is required, right? Why that is so is because I think everybody that wants to enter the same business faces exactly the same problems, 90% of the time. And the person that succeeds is those that find a reason to keep solving them. Right? To keep solving them because it's important to you. You keep solving those problems and you keep powering through, and while everybody else has quit. Right? So that's why we did this bra business, because there's something in there that is important to us. So most of our friends, we shared with them our ads openly. No one else bothered to do it. Yeah, it's just not important enough to them. Okay, and everyone needs help. You can't do it alone. So that's why I actually contacted Boyd a few months back. Right? So I actually did talk to him for a few years because I thought that I thought I knew what I was doing. Right, but I didn't. Right, so after that, when this brand was founded, then I approached Boyd again for his advice, and of course some of my friends that were also doing better in business. Right, so they give you ideas that you will not understand. That's why I realized you will not understand what they're talking about. So just choose the people and just listen to them. Yeah. So okay, that's the end of the presentation. Thank you.
Exciting presentation. You wanna able to take a few questions?
Yes.
Anyone
yes,
got any questions for Xavier? Oh.
Yes.
Okay, hang on.
So we do a lot of ads on Facebook, so we do know Facebook algorithms and Google algorithms, so you can ask us on that.
Okay, my name is Claire. I was just curious, when you are doing your exploring, then how did you discover that this city bra thing is a problem?
It's a problem.
It's a trend in America.
Okay, at first we tested a few products. To be accurate, 200 over products, $50 on each test, and then so this particular product made money. So we did $500,000 in sales before we actually researched on why it's important. Right. So when we research on what's important, we use Google. Right, so we basically just read through why people buy this bra. So our competitor is like New Bra, Stick-On Bras, right? And we realized that a lot of people on the forums, right, they're actually talking about this, and they say that I hate a bra.
Not keyword research. Not just keyword research.
It's not really that. It's like, okay, you have to use Google, right? So you key, like for example, let's say you're selling shoes, you just Google shoe problems. What are the shoe problems? Then you read, oh wow, my shoelaces are like shoelaces, blah blah blah. Then they will have a lot of complaints, right? So you just try everyone. So this was, we tried 20 over complaints, right? So not wearing a bra is just one complaint. There were many other complaints that we found, like for example, we want the bra to be more fitting, more comfortable, bigger size, want to push up, right? But in the end, all of them didn't resonate with the audience. This means didn't make money. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, anyone else? What kind of tools were you using? You say just Google, is it? You didn't use any tools, analytic tools for your research?
How about Facebook? Is there any other Facebook?
Yes, Facebook, we do use Facebook, right? So Facebook actually has reporting, right? So they will actually tell you how much you're selling. It's linked to your shop. So when you run, let's say $100 in ad, how much sales do you make from that? $200 or $300? And your CTR, people should be clicking through, right?
But can you search for how many people are interested in the product on Facebook?
Yes, you can actually do that. So actually you can do that right now on your own search button, right? So you just search for, let's say, stick-on bra, right? And you will see all the different competitors out there and what they are selling, what is their image, their videos, right? It's actually pretty open out there. So this is an industry where it's like asking, can I find Victoria's Secret's models videos? Of course you can, just comment it when you're right? Yeah.
Is that your favorite search term then? Okay, hang on, we got one question here.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for sharing, it's really good. And before I start a comment, my friend knows Tim Ferriss and he definitely don't work 4 hour week. Apparently, before his launch, right, of the book, he worked the hardest. He worked literally non-stop for months to build the traffic, build the awareness, and then that's how he launched his book. So my question is, how do you do A/B testing right now for your campaign and all that? And
Yes.
do you have like, do you do it in-house, your brand campaign, or you outsource to someone to do it?
No, you cannot outsource your brand campaign. Like it doesn't work that way because we actually went around most of the companies that I saw actually keep the brand campaigns within their company, even if they are doing a poor job. Right? I don't know why. This is just a empirical observation. I'm not saying I know why. I'm saying that I've observed that they always keep the brand marketing part within the company. Right? So yes, we do A/B testing. We do a lot of it. In fact, when I was doing this particular business, right, we had very heavy A/B testing. Right? So I mean A/B testing, there's many different ways. Right? I can compare product A versus product B, headline A versus headline B. So my suggestion is you don't go too deep into A/B testing, right? Just know that compare A to B, that's the idea. But what's more important is why must you compare A to B? That's more important, right? So a lot of people get caught up in comparing the color, the font size, the button, bigger or smaller.
So before you go on, maybe some people may not understand what's A/B testing. Can you share a bit about what's A/B testing?
We just split testing. So what we do is that, let's say we have $100 budget, we split $50 to selling a normal bra and $50 to selling my stick-on bra, right? And then maybe the normal bra gets $100 in sales and the stick-on bra gets $500 in sales, right? So you run exactly the same ads, you run everything the same with one variable that's different. So that's called split testing, otherwise known as A/B testing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, for those who still don't understand, don't worry, you come and look for Xavier later. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, there's another question here. Yeah.
So, first one, teach about competition and things like that. So, what do you have competitors, how competitors, and what is the competitive advantage for your company?
Okay, so our competitors, right, I actually gonna name you all of my competitors, you can research on them. Number 1 is New Bra, number 2 is Sticky Bond, number 3 is Perfect Scalp, number 4 is Kiss Popo, right? So all of them serve different markets with different strategies. Okay, so the original founder, New Bra, sells on it being strapless and backless, so it's a fashion item, so that's their competitive advantage. They have physical stores, they originated from America, they have been around for the last 15 years, right? On the other hand, you have Sneaky Bond, which is another one of our competitors. In fact, they are doing much better than us. They have PR abilities. So the product is actually more or less the same, right? So that's something that I want to establish right now. The product is more or less the same. We do not have any, none of us have a better product than each other, maybe by a little bit, right? So the real competitive advantage lies in everything else other than the product. Right? So what's our competitive advantage? We have a compelling story. So we know our customers well. Right? It's like telling you why you need to buy a shoe. You can buy a shoe from anyone else, but my shoe makes you feel good. Actually, it's the same shoe, right? But I just keep reminding you. Like it's like Nike. The same shoe actually, it can sell for $50, but why Nike sell for $100? Because they keep reminding you, hey, if you wear Nike, right, you'll be like the Olympic runner. So we do that thing which other people don't do. Yeah.
Okay. One more question here.
Sorry, you design your own products or you outsource or
how you come out with these products?
We don't design our own products. We have some control over the manufacturing process, but you just buy from AliExpress. You know, like AliExpress, Taobao, EasyBuy, Alibaba, right? So actually our supply is just there. You message 20 of them, you hit our supply already. So
It's just your story is different from.
yeah, the story
is very important.
The story is different. It's like let me try to find a different story. Like I think Nike is the best story, right? They don't ever tell you to buy their shoe. They just tell you that we admire this runner. Do not believe, right, that if I actually show the ad to a random 100 people, right, they actually get very excited. Okay, I'll buy the shoes. You don't have to tell them to buy it, you know. Yeah, they actually buy the shoes after watching. They get inspired. That's what our ads do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any more questions? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wait. Hang on. Judy first.
Hi, I'm Julie. So my question is, when you first started the company, how do you create the credential and the traffic in your branding?
We have no credential, nothing. Even until today, we still don't really have any credential. Right? So, but the difference is that people in America, they give you a chance. They like your idea. Oh my God, I'm going to buy it. They don't know who you are. You know? Yeah. So you see, as a Singaporean, who are you? You know? That's why we don't sell in Singapore. Right? So, okay, but a more serious answer to that question would be the story. Right? When somebody comes to you and they tell you a story, somehow you forgot about their credentials, no longer important. But of course, if we also want to build out their credential, but it takes time, is it? Yeah.
So how about your traffic? How do you get traffic to your sites?
Paid ads. So that's something that, yes, paid ads, Facebook paid ads. So if you guys want to do it, Facebook paid ads, right? So we pay, not PPE, CPP, cost per purchase, WC, website conversion ads. Yeah, so you have to use those ads.
So if you please ask just an average figure for $1 that you pay,
Uh-huh.
how much is the fair price for the Facebook ad?
Can. We pay around $30 per customer. Right, so that really depends. Okay, I'm going to give you a range of figures. Okay, so I have friends that when our budget was lower at maybe $200 a day, we were able to acquire customers at $5-6. Our average sale is $50. Right, but as you increase your budget on Facebook, what happens is that the next customer always costs more money. Right, so you will want to adjust your budget upwards. That's why you are scaling, right? So the next customer costs $6, $7, $8, $9 until a point in time when you hit $30, which is our maximum volume. Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
one more
Go
question.
ahead.
I'm just interested because you mentioned the US market.
Yes.
So, like for my own product, I would also want to explore going to another market, but there are so many target group that you can aim. So how do you, in the end, fix this particular group that you think you want to sell to?
Just try, that's how we. That's how we end up working 16 hours, right? Okay, but then I can give you a few framework answers. Okay, like for example, let's say you have a good product, then you shouldn't be selling where I sell. You should be listing on Amazon because Amazon gives you reviews. So the fact that I'm actually selling on Facebook gives a little bit away about the quality of my product. It's not super fantastic because all the super fantastic products are on Amazon. But if you want to try to tell a compelling story on Amazon, they don't allow you. That's why you're on Facebook. And if you are just a distributor and you don't own the product, then you should be on Qoo10 or Lazada, right?
Okay, Xavier, I think we should do a Facebook course for our getters. Who will attend and we do a Facebook course? It looks like interesting. Okay, that's an idea we can do. Okay, I saw hands up here. Wanted to ask a question? Right.
Sorry again, A/B testing, and you put it on Google or put it on Facebook? Which one is?
Okay, A/B testing is a concept.
So which one you post it more?
We do mostly on Facebook.
On Facebook.
But A/B speed test is actually an idea, so it can be done anywhere, not just on Google or Facebook. Or you can actually go to this website. I think it's Google UTM Codes Builder, right? So you can actually tag, this is website 1, this website 2, and then you can change whatever you want. Yeah.
Getting very technical about Facebook advertising as well. So
Yeah.
I think there is a market for this course. We will work on it. Okay. And anyone else got question? Oh, Claire again. Okay.
Go ahead.
How did you craft your story for this brand then?
How do we craft our story?
Yeah, because you were saying the story is very important.
Yes. You have to watch your competitors, lor. Okay, like for example, right now I'm actually crafting a new brand. Okay, so I'm crafting a brand on teeth whitening. So I'm going to sell some teeth whitening strips. But as of last week, I know nothing about this. But as of now, I have a brand message. So how did I do it? So I asked myself, Google, tooth whitening strips top brand, Colgate, Oral-B, right? Okay, Crest, Crest is actually number one.
Yes.
So I'm actually selling the Crest whitening strips. Yes. So what you do, right, is you go and watch the advertisement, right? And you see what you understand. So what I understood from this, I'm not sure if this is Colgate or Oral-B, right? So how they sell it, right, is you basically, I'm taking from them, I'm copying them, you know, right? I don't have any idea at all. And after I learned, I realized that, oh, okay, they talk about life experience. So they actually show a black 5-year-old kid brushing teeth with his brother, a young 15-year-old woman taking pictures with her first date, 30-year-old Chinese man going out with his friends, and then there's another older white, about 40-year-old woman getting married. So you know the whole life experience. And every time during that important part of your life, which is your dating or going out with your brother, what they do, they smile and take a picture. Yeah. So I just wrote the story that way and then send it to our creative guys. Yes. So just watch your competitors lah. Watch your competitors in the field and watch their ads on YouTube. Watch the highest view count one. What is selling, you know?
Okay, the questions are coming up a lot.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I'm glad that we're moving away from bra to more technical stuff.
I can actually show you, you know, like if you guys want to see it, there's an active computer. I can actually just search for your business and show you all your competitors and their top
Wait,
business.
we need it for the course.
Oh yeah, okay.
Hi, Sylvia.
Hello.
Are you currently using any tools to study your customer profile? Like how do you know who buys most of the bra, what age group, the demographics, and then how are you going to go back to them for repeat purchases?
Our tools there are very weak. Like we do use Google Analytics, we do use Facebook Audience Insights, so they actually do provide some idea of our customer database. We actually tried some other tools as well. I think it's Web Optimizer, right? But it's somehow not helpful. I don't know why. They provide very surface details, right? Like telling me that they like Martha Stewart. How's that? Martha Stewart, right? Or Ellen DeGeneres, right? But I provided the data to the brand director, they couldn't make use of it. So in the end, what happened is that we still have to manually go down and read what they say. So the tools are somehow not helpful. I mean, because you're trying to study someone in depth, right? So the best way is to, hi, how are you? You know, can I find out more about everything that you think? Yeah, so we try using the tools, they don't really help. Yeah, but we do have some general matrix. Yeah, my customers are female from America, 35 to 64 years old, and you know, generally who is worth more and who the older people are more open to these ideas. Yeah.
I think the tools these days, there's no magic pill kind of tool. In fact, the Google advertising, Facebook advertising already give you quite a very good insight. The best way to know research is you pay, then you see the results, and you can already gauge from there. So I think.
Yes, we do have our own surveys. Yeah, so that's how we collect information. No, nobody's going to fill out a Google form unless they're already buying. Right, so that is the later part on feedback on your product, on why they like or dislike it. Right, so the initial part, right, you still have to go to them. You know, they're not going to give you any answer. They're not going to speak to you. Yeah.
How about last two questions? Anyone else got question? Last two questions? No? Okay, here one.
Hi, I'm Rai. So I just like to ask a quick question. So how do you do your logistics? Do you do drop shipping, or do you actually have a warehouse to store your products, or do you do Amazon, fulfilled by Amazon and things like that?
Okay, that's a very good question. So we started drop shipping, right, from July 2016 until around October, November 2016. So if you're starting out your business and your revenue is less than $500 per day on PayPal, you can do drop shipping as a start. $500 per day is the trigger point for PayPal to conduct due diligence on you. Okay, the moment you hit that amount, okay, maybe it's not 500, maybe it's 1,000, it's around there, right? And you continue for that revenue for longer than 30 days, they will freeze your account and conduct due diligence. Same for, when I say PayPal, I'm referring to Facebook as well. Facebook does the same thing, Google does the same thing, Shopify does the same thing. Everybody is checking you. Why? Because customers don't want drop shipping. Why? Because drop shipping goods come 2 to 3 weeks. Nobody wants to wait 2 to 3 weeks. Everybody wants their goods tomorrow, and they get pissed around 4 days. Right? So you can start with dropshipping if you want, because the cost is lower. But once you have customers coming in hitting the trigger point of $1,000 or $500 per day for longer than 2-3 weeks, you should seek to do your own fulfillment options. So on average, I can give you an idea. If you ship a very simple product like this, dropshipping is going to cost you $2, $3 maybe. If you do your own fulfillment, it's going to go up to $5. right? If you do FBA, it's going to go up to $6, and you got to pack the stuff yourself. So don't worry about it. Like we don't even, Amazon doesn't even want us, right? Like because they want your whole thing to be packed fully and beautifully, you know. Cannot, like, you need somebody to, you know, your stuff is all over the place. You need to get someone that's slightly smaller than Amazon that's willing to do all this troublesome packing for you. Amazon is not going to do it.
Thank you. Sorry, another quick question. So it sounds like you're doing a lot of advertising on Facebook, mainly on Facebook, right?
Yes.
So that is how do you mitigate the risk if, let's say, you know, that channel of traffic goes away?
Wow. Wow. We didn't manage to successfully mitigate the risk. We tried a few times. Okay, why? Actually, I got this question a lot, right? So I was kind of prepared for this question. And you see, Facebook is just doing a really, really good job, okay, in giving you that traffic. If you don't, I mean, the questions that I pose back to my friend is, okay, if you think you can really replace Facebook, go and replace them. Replace them with anyone else, or you won't succeed. That's not because, that's because they are just good, right? But there is a way to mitigate that risk, okay? That being said, there's a way to mitigate the risk, and that way is to SEO your traffic, meaning talk about important things such that Google will actually rank you and give you some traffic. But even then, you're also responsible. You're also relying on Google. So there's another thing. Another thing is the other part is called influencer marketing. Meaning, I will actually tell people like the people that actually care about bras. Right? I make a relationship with them. It can be on Instagram, it can be on website, it doesn't matter. But you trust me, you open my emails. Right? So now I don't need Facebook, I don't need Google anymore. Right? So you trust me, you talk to your friends about it. It's like MLM, you know. Something like that. Yeah, so that's how you mitigate the risk.
Okay.
Besides US market,
Yeah.
do you have any other markets that responds to your Facebook advertisement?
Funny enough, no. We tried UK, we tried Australia. Did it work on a low budget? I'm not sure why. Maybe they don't like to go brothers. Maybe they like something else that our research tools didn't show up. Because when we do our research, right, we only get US data, you see. So everything that comes back, all US wants to go brothers. But what does Australia think?
This one go down on the.
We managed to find it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. Was that exciting? Well, I think a lot of information. I think it was very good sharing. Thank you, Xavier, for all that. I think there really is a market for us to do a Facebook or Google course. With that, let's give Xavier a big round of applause. Thank you very much, Xavier.